Dead Dicks. No, it's not Dead Dicks. But what's up, Dead Dicks? It's the Yo games. And today we're checking out Runiverse, Infernals, solo mode. And while we're at it, shout out to Andrew of Runiverse. You haven't dropped a video in about some months, and you're almost at 1,000. But you're a new father, so that is what's up. Hopefully the baby's all good. But yeah, Runiverse, silent 7 games in the TCG, one of the biggest ones. And yeah, just got this Infernal solo mode in, and we're gonna learn this thing together. Yeah, let's go ahead and read the lore too. Did I already read the lore last time? And let's read the lore this time. Alright. Dracarash, and let's throw the music on. Alright, Dracarash flowed slowly upward, pushing her molten form through the cool ground, melting and searing the soil as she created a column through which her infernal allies could follow. She could feel the earth soften and knew the surface would come quickly. Indeed, the pressure of her form was released into the air, and the lava that was her essence erupted violently, spiraling and spilling. The melted soil quickly cooled into a mound, and as her scattered lava congealed into a humanoid form and her eyes were formed, she smiled proudly at the modest volcano she'd manifested among the serene landscape of tall grass she now found herself on. It had been a long journey through the aether between worlds. The red power, flame, anger, or as some called it, ruby, was the river through which she and her kind could swim, bringing them from world to world in order to deliver the great news of incineration. She'd been told of this world and its serenity, Equinor. It touched Ruby only lightly, and so the journey was difficult, but she knew her allies would follow closely. More eruptions came quickly as she surveyed the landscape. Her fellow volcanics led the way for more of their infernal troop. The molten tunnels they built would make for easier passage for the magmites who couldn't manifest without some sufficient already melted earth, as well as the spinfires and brazians, so-called intelligent manifestations of fire. Dracarash questioned the intelligence of beings that couldn't communicate beyond following basic orders. Then again, she had to admit there were masters of ruby magic, and her orders for them were simple: set everything on fire. In front of her, the grass parted as a small creature approached. It was one of the natives of the world, a small fawn. It had the lower body of a calf with 4 stubby running legs and the upper body of a fleshy humanoid youth. I'm sure I have that card somewhere. I don't feel like digging it out. It was topped with scraggly blue head fur, and its face featured a tentative smile as it reached one hand toward Dracarash and uttered an inviting squeal. "And approach me and burn," Dracarash said, her voice crackling. She let some of the heat inside her semi-cooled shell flow onward through her hand, forming a fiery axe. She didn't raise it, just holding it to her side, but its flame spread quickly into the grass. The fawn's eyes widened in fear, and it turned to run away, the sounds of its gait smothered by the now smoldering fire. Pillars of flame erupted from the volcanoes behind, Dracarash spinning into the shapes of her infernal forces. "Follow that fawn," she said to them. "Burn its village. It's time to bring the light of the Infernals to this world." Dracarash sounds like a jerk, so that's what we're playing against. Alright, Infernals rules. Okay, the bad thing about this, I gotta remember how to play Runiverse, but I got some notes, so we'll figure it out. And we gotta learn how to play the solo game too. Alright, Infernals rules. Runiverse Infernals introduces a new way to play Runiverse TCG, Solitaire. The Infernals follow most of the same rules as a normal opponent, so you can use any deck to battle against them. These rules describe how to set up an Infernals opponent, how the Infernals make their decisions and play their cards, and a couple extra features to make their deck work. This set features 12 Infernals mages and 2 copies each of 19 different Infernals cards, all with black Infernal card back. There are 4 randomized Infernals variants of Ruby cards from the core set. These are alternate versions of normal cards that can be used in your decks. They are not used by the Infernal solo mode. Man, I grabbed out 3. Okay, yeah, okay, there you go. Not paying attention. 4 of them. Okay, so I'll put those to the side. Regular card back. Alright, to set up the Infernals deck, randomly choose 10 different non-mage Infernals cards and take 1 of each and shuffle them to form the Infernals Dream deck. To set up the Infernals deck, randomly choose 10 different non-mage Infernals cards and take 1 of each and shuffle them to form the Infernals Dream deck. Dream deck is like an extra deck. Non-mage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, where are the mages is the question. Do mages have their symbol on it? Okay, card types, mages, they do indeed have that symbol on it, so can't use those. Okay, no, they have the stuff at the top, maybe. Okay, 2, gift icon, card types. Okay, creatures at the bottom. Okay, it'll just say mage at the bottom right. Spell, 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 spell. Creature, 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 creature. Mage. Creature. Alright, so this is a mage. Take that smooth out. And yeah, most of these things with the thing in the top right are mages. Kind of put them up front, that's cool. Alright, then get a creature. We already got that egg, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, different egg. Cool. Alright, make sure these are all 10 different cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All good. Okay, to set up the Infernals deck, randomly choose 10 different non-mage Infernals cards and take 1 of each and shuffle them to form the Infernals Dream deck, which is right here. Take 2 copies of the other 9 non-mage Infernals cards and shuffle them. Take 2 copies of the other 9 non-mage Infernal cards and shuffle them with the 12 Infernal mages. Man, that's a lot of stuff. Alright, take 2 copies of the other 9 non-mage Infernals cards and shuffle them with the 12 Infernal mages to form the Infernal main deck. Alright. Okay, so this should be 12 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mages. Take 2 copies of the other 9 non-mages. So you mean to tell me 2 copies of the other 9. So it should be 18 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Alright, so we gotta take out the other copies that are not the cards that I picked, maybe. I think I picked that one. I think I picked that one. I think I picked that one. This is what's his name? Jake and Joel, No Magic. Alright, is that close to 18? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Alright, let's take everything out that... Okay, we're taking this out, 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 this out. Spread those out. Okay, the imp should be out. Imp is out. The raptor's out. That's in. This is in. Out. I mean in. 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 In, out, in, in. Okay, this should be 18. Out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Perfecto mundo. So we can slide these out. Why is it only 4? It should be like, I don't know. Let's put those over there. Okay, this is the extra deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 card extra deck for the ops. Mages. Okay, take 2 copies of the other 9 Infernal Mages to form the Infernal main deck and shuffle them with the 12 Infernal Mages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, this is the main deck. Choose the first player randomly. Okay, Infernals deck. What is this deck? Oh, this is the extra deck. Extra deck, main deck. Dice. Okay, evens. Infernals are the odds. Infernals go first. Alternatively, you may adjust the difficulty of your experience by selecting the contents of the Infernals deck and by determining the first player. Draw an opening hand for the Infernals by drawing cards face up until 3 mages have been revealed. Set aside these first 3 mages. They will be the mages the Infernals play to their locations in this game. The other drawn cards form the queue, and they will also count as being the Infernals' hand. If the Infernals have fewer than 7 cards, continue drawing for them face down and adding to the end of the queue until you've drawn 7, including the 3 set-aside mages. From here on, cards in the queue count as being in the Infernals' hand, but the set-aside mages do not, except for the purposes of playing them as their mage each turn. Don't rearrange the queue. until 3 mages revealed. First mage, creature. Second mage, second creature. Third mage, and then draw a remaining hand to bring them to 7. It's 5 cards. These are in the queue. These are in the queue. Okay, the other drawn cards in the queue. Continue drawing for them face down and add it to the end of the queue until you've drawn 7. From here on, cards in the queue count as being in the Infernals' hand, but set aside mages do not, except for the purposes of playing them as their mage each turn. Don't rearrange the queue. Place an expended dream counter at each of the Infernals' locations. Expended dream counter. I believe these are the dream counters. Looks like they will be face down, if you ask me. Location 1, 2, and 3. Well, 3, and that's 2, and that's 1, something like that. Something like that. Okay, the Infernals follows the same rules as the players as much as possible. So they'll start each of the first 3 turns by opening a rift, and they'll draw a card at the start of each of their turns, except on the first turn as if they went first is normal. However, the Infernals' first draw each turn is drawn face up and checked for gifts, and it's added to the queue. Those are my highlighters. Grab my highlighter. Check for gifts. However, the Infernals' first drawing card each turn is drawn. First draw each turn is drawn face up. Check for gifts. This is added to the queue. Perform the gift ability if applicable. This also applies to the Infernals' binds as they're broken. All other cards they draw are added face down to the queue. In this way, you'll see some of what's coming, but not everything. During their play a mage or begin a mage phase step, the Infernals will play the next one of their set-aside mages to their newly opened rift, if applicable. The Infernals choose the order of their mage phases by checking the card back on the top card of their main deck. After their draw step, each card back features 3 fire icons indicating the sequence of the mage phases. Okay, these things are difficult. These things are different. Okay, interesting. Big flame, little, medium, big, little, medium, big. Little, medium, big. Okay. Each card back features 3 fire icons indicating the sequence of the mage phases. The largest icon represents the position of the mage going first. Left, middle, or right. A large icon. Second largest icon, second mage. Smallest icon, third mage. During an Infernals mage's phase, they'll perform actions according to the action priorities box. The first time they try to evoke a card that costs power, they'll task tap to generate the normal amount of power. I think. Okay, during an Infernal Mage's phase, they'll perform actions according to the action priorities box right here. The first time they try to evoke a card they cost power, they'll task to generate the normal amount of power based on how many rifts they've opened is normal. However, the Infernals are not constrained by this amount of power. They will overspend as necessary to evoke whatever the next card in the queue is. For example, Infernal Volcanic may task for 3 power on turn 3 in order to evoke level 6 Infernal Burning Dragon. When an Infernal Mage has spent equal to or more than their power, they'll have 0 left for their turn. The Infernals never assist. If they do have power left over, they'll continue evoking cards for power, again regardless of the card's actual cost. As each mage plays creatures, don't rearrange their order over the course of the game. The relative earliness and lateness of an Infernal Mage's creatures in the game determines the order in which those creatures activate their activate abilities and or attack. The Infernals cards that attack do so according to the attack targeting box. Okay. The Infernals are subject to rules of engagement. If a mage is unengaged, they can perform actions and effects according to the effect in the attack targeting box. If they're engaged, they follow the same logic, but within the constraints of the engaged location. At the start of the Infernal's 3rd, 4th, and 5th turns, their leftmost, middle, and rightmost locations dream counters refresh respectively. Third turn, leftmost. Fourth, the middle. Fifth, the fifth. I'll plead the fifth. Locations, dream counters refresh respectively. If a mage's dream token is refreshed during their phase, they expend the token. Skip steps 1 and 2 from the action priorities box for the turn, and dream and evoke cards from the top of their dream deck until they have no power remaining. Overspending is necessary. At the end of each of their turns, each Infernal Mage with 1 or more bonds guards. Each of their turns, each Infernal Mage with 1 or more bonds guards. Bonds are like, you'll put out 2 cards on each location, and those cards will be, you knock out all of their bonds or something, you win the game. Okay. Action priorities. Check the priority. Why does this thing look so dark? I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. Check the priority list below when determining a mage's next action. After each action, start back at the beginning of the priorities list to determine the next action. If a card has unmet conditions, starting with an if clause, skip over it for now. If ever the first card in the queue is face down, turn it face up. If the first card in the queue is level 0, the mage evokes it. Cast it. Infernal Mages in the queue are evoked as level 0 spells. Mages in the queue are casted as 0 cost spells, level 0 spells. If the mage has power available, they evoke the first card in their queue. The earliest of the mage's creatures activates if able. A creature with an act ability will perform if its conditions are met. But otherwise, if its attack would deal 1 or more damage. If the earliest creature can't act, e.g. it's tapped, check the next, and so on. If no more actions can be taken, the mage phase ends. And attack targeting. For attacks, the Infernals choose a defender based on the following priorities, respecting guards and engagement, break a bond if able, take one of their 6 locations or whatever with a card and try to kill it. Attack the highest level creature that would be dispelled without dispelling the attacker. Attack the highest level creature that would be knocked out without dispelling the attacker if able for combat attacks. Okay, so try to pick on the guy that you can knock out without you being knocked out if able for combat attack. If no creature would be killed, save the attack and perform the mage's next action if able instead. When another attack action would take place this mage phase, add the attack value to any saved attack values and check whether their combined values could knock out a creature. If they could, perform all applicable attacks one at a time, rechecking priorities each time in case various abilities have changed the state of the priority. Alright, whole page of lore. Silent77.com, silent77.com, or Game Crafter. Alright, not so bad. 26 minutes. We went over the solo rules. Now let's try to rebone up on the regular rules. Okay, main deck, 30 cards, 12 mages, 18 creatures, and spells and relics. Dream deck, 10 card extra deck, discard pile. Locations, each player has 3 locations which contain a rift, a mage, and any number of that mage's creatures, spells, and relics. Okay, a rift. A rift opens each turn until all 3 have opened. Each starts with 2 face down cards. They're called bonds. When the mage takes damage, draw 1 of the cards from that rift, and when all 6 bonds are gone, you lose the game. So 6 prize cards. Prize card when mage is hit. When the mage is hit. Okay, mage. Each mage protects a rift and can generate power to evoke cards from hand or through dreaming. Mages cast the cards. Mages can also play cards out of the extra deck. Okay, this is the extra deck right here with the stuff in the bottom right. Okay, other cards. Creatures and relics join a mage at a location after being evoked. Spells are discarded unless otherwise indicated. Dream counter tracks whether the mage has used their once per game dream delve. So every mage will have a once per game dream counter. You flip them upside down when they're used. I mean, examples of this are, look at the mage. Okay, gift, dispel the highest level enemy creature. So, gift, you do the gifts, you get rid of the highest level enemy creature. Dream counter tracks whether the mage has used their once per game dream. No. Dream, you look into the extra deck, the dream deck, and then you do the thing. Alright, gameplay, setup. Choose a player to become the Fiend and 1 player to be the Saf. Separate the cards. They all have these subtypes. Each player draws 7. If you have 0, 1, 6, or 7 mages, you may reveal your hand, shuffle the hand back, and redraw. Repeat as necessary. Designate space for your discard pile in 3 locations. Each location needs room for a rift, a mage, their dream counter, and any number of their cards. Turn structure, open a rift. On each player's first 3 turns of the game, they will open a rift. Place 2 cards from the top of your deck to one of the locations that hasn't opened. These cards are called bonds, representing your mages. For each opponent will attempt to break these bonds to win the game. Prize cards. Draw a card from your main deck. If it's a mage, you may reveal it and trigger its gift ability. Mages give you the gifts. Skip this draw on the first player's first turn. Play a mage or begin a mage's phase. In order, you can play a mage to a location with an open rift and perform the mage phase for each of your mages. one at a time. You may only play one mage per turn. The first time you play a mage to each of your locations, give that mage a face-up dream counter. Untask and guard. Mages, of course, they cost money, right? No, that one's free. This one is free as well. Play a mage or begin mage phase. In any order, you may play a mage to a location with an open rift and perform a mage phase for each of your mages one at a time. You can perform one. You can only play one mage per turn. The first time you play a mage to each of your locations, give that mage a face-up dream counter. Okay, untask and guard. Turn upright all your tapped cards for each of your locations. You may choose one creature or one mage with a bond to guard. Okay. So each location with a card, face down or whatever, a bond, you can guard. Choose one guy to guard. Mage phase. Most of the gameplay will take place during your mage phases. Use your mage to evoke play cards. Have creatures attack. And use the activated abilities on their card. You can have a mage phase for each of your mages on each of your turns, and you can perform them in any order, but you may not switch between mages. Perform all your actions with each mage before going to the next. During a mage phase, perform any or all of the following actions in any order. These actions can be repeated as long as the cost can be paid. Make power. Tap the mage to make power, equal to the number of rifts you've opened. 1 on turn 1, 2 on turn 2, 3 thereafter. Power can be spent by the mage to evoke cards this turn. Power can be spent by the mage to evoke cards this turn. Okay, make power. Tap the mage to make power. Okay, assist. Discard a mage from your hand or task one of your other mages in play to make extra power, equal to the number of rifts you've opened for your mages. Okay. Where's my red highlighter? Always keep too many highlighters on deck. Equal to the number of rifts you've opened. Okay, so you can discard a mage from hand or tap a mage. Okay, evoke a card. Spend power equal to the level of a card in your hand to have the mage evoke it. If it's a creature, place it tapped at the mage's location. If it's a relic, place it untapped at the mage's location. If it's a spell, okay, relic, untapped at the mage's location. If it's a spell, perform its effects on the card at that mage's location. Or an engaged mage's location, or engaged. During a mage phase, the mage and their cards engage with one enemy mage. Or an engaged mage's location, and then discard it. Engaged is an enemy. Okay, Dream Delve. Expend your mage's dream counter in order to turn it upside down to reveal the top card of your dream deck until you've either revealed 3 rarity pips, white dots at the bottom, or 3 cards, whichever comes first. The mage can evoke those cards this turn. At the, okay, write that down. At the end of the mage phase, shuffle any unevoked cards into the dream deck. Perform act abilities. Declare an act ability of one of the mage's cards and follow the text. Any text square brackets is a cost that must be paid. Make a combat attack. Attack with one of your creatures. Combat. Choose. Almost over. Choose one of your untasked creatures and choose an enemy at a location with the guard. The guard must be attacked before anything else. Once a guard is attacked, it's no longer a guarding, even if it's still in play. Task the attacking creature. It assigns damage equal to its level to the attack card. And the level is, of course, number 1, which is that top left number. Damage equal to or greater, counterattacking. If it's a creature, it also assigns its level to the attacker. Damage equal to the greater, discard. Relics require damage equal to or greater. Damage equal to or greater than a creature's level causes it to be dispelled. Move to the discard pile. Relics require their level plus 3 in damage to be dispelled. So you can attack relics, artifacts, and keyboards, or artifacts and magic. Damage remaining on cards is removed as each turn ends. If a creature with Vim from card effects would be dispelled, one of its Vim is discarded instead. So there's like a shield or something. Non-persistent damage. Vim equals ward. Any amount of damage dealt to an attacked mage causes one of their bonds to be broken. When a bond is broken, the owner draws the bond card, and if it's a mage, they must reveal it and trigger its gift abilities. The active player makes decisions for the gift, if applicable. When all 6 players' bonds are broken, that player loses the game. During a mage phase, that mage and their cards engage with one enemy mage. Decide which enemy mage to engage with for the first time. Your card's abilities would require you to do so for the rest of the mage phase. You can't affect any of the opponent's other locations. The attack will have to be made against one of the same mage's cards. Download the rules reference. Alright, think we're ready to jump in. Games always take a bit of refreshing. And then got to learn the solo rules on top of that. So, alright, so that's their hand. That's their extra deck. That's the queue. We got the main deck right here. They're going first. I got my 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, these cards are, what are these cards? I have no idea what these cards are. These are their mages that are gonna open the rifts. What are these cards? 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, let's make sure everything's making sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is their dream deck, extra deck. This is their main deck. This is their queue. I think these cards are out. I think all of these cards are out, I think. I think I've got to draw a 7-card hand now. Okay, these are my tokens. These are my tokens. Tokens. This is my deck right here. Shuffle this up. Draw 7. If I get 0, 1, 6 or 7 mages, I can mulligan. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this again is my dream deck. One mage, 2 mage, 3 mage, 4 mage, 5 mage. Sounds like too many mages, so I'll mulligan. And you can tell they're mages because they have those symbols at the top. Just like these guys. Creatures do not have that symbol on the top. Those symbols in the middle, top middle of the card. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 mage, 2 mage, 3 mage. Nice opening hand. All right, 3 mages and 4 creatures. No spells. All right, so I'll keep this hand. They're going first. They don't draw a card on their first turn because it's the rules. They will go ahead and draw an opening hand, the other drawn card from the queue, and they will set aside the first 3 mages. They will be the mages the Infernals play to their locations in this game. The other drawn cards form the queue. They also count as being the Infernals' hand. If the Infernals have fewer than 7 cards, continue drawing from them face down and adding them to the end of the queue until you've drawn 7, including the 3 set aside mages. From here on, cards in the queue count as being in the Infernals' hand, but the set aside mages do not, except for the purposes of playing them as their mage each turn. Don't rearrange the queue. Place the expended dream counter at each of the Infernals locations. The Infernals follow the same rules as players as much as possible, so they'll start each of the first 3 turns by opening a rift. They'll draw a card at the start of each of their turn, except on the first turn if they went first as normal. However, the Infernals' first draw each turn is drawn face up and check for gifts. Perform the gift ability if applicable. This applies to the Infernals' binds as they're broken. All other cards they draw are added face down to their queue. During their play a mage or begin a mage phase step, the Infernals will play the next one of their set aside mages to their newly opened rift. If applicable, the Infernals choose the order of their mage phases by checking the card back on the top card. Okay. Alright, so we're just gonna open up this first rift. 1, 2, put 2 binds in there. Play this mage, first mage. And that guy is protecting this rift. Alright, okay, so this guy has Infernal Blast, level 0. The Infernals get a flame counter. 1 attack for 3. No. I attack for 3. The Infernals get a flame counter. I attack for 3. Gift. If this was drawn as the top card of the turn or whatever, the turn card, then bond gift. Gift is a bond gift. Okay, whatever that means. Okay. Alright, so they got that guy out. During the play a mage or begin mage phase, the Infernals will play the next one of their set-aside mages to their newly opened rift if applicable. The Infernals choose the order of their mage phases by checking the card back on the top card of their main deck after their draw step. The largest icon represents the mage going first. The largest icon represents the position of the mage going first, left, middle, or right. So, in this case, it would be the right, but it's only one of them open right now. During the Infernal mages phase, they'll perform actions according to the action priorities box. The first time they try to evoke a card, I think things have summoning sickness, right? I don't know. Alright, during an Infernal Mazes, they'll perform actions according to the action priorities box. The first time they try to evoke a card that costs power, they'll task to generate the normal amount of power based on how many rift stays open. As normal, however, the Infernals are not constrained by the amount of power. They will overspend as necessary to evoke whatever the next card in the queue is. For example, Infernal Voltaic may task for 3 power on turn 3 in order to evoke a level 6 Burning Dragon. When an Infernal Mage has spent equal to or more than their power, they'll have 0 left for the turn. The Infernals never assist. If they do have power left over, they'll continue evoking cards for power again, until they... As each mage plays creatures, don't rearrange their order over the course of the game. The relative earliness and lateness of the blank blank determines the creatures activate their act abilities. The Eternals are subject to the rules of engagement. At the start of the Infernals 3rd, 4th, and 5th, if a Mage's Dream token is refreshed at the end of... Alright. Okay, action priorities. If a card has unmade conditions, the first card in the queue is level 0, the Mage evokes it. If a card has unmet conditions, start with an if clause. Skip it for now. If the first card in the queue is level 0, the Mage invokes it. Infernal Mages in the queue are evoked as level 0 spells. Alright, so this is a 3. During a mage phase, perform make power tasks. The mage to make power equal to the number of rifts you open. 1 on turn 1. Okay, and these guys aren't constrained to what the actual thing is. During the Infernal Mages phase, they'll perform actions according to the action priorities box. The first time they try to evoke a card that costs power, they'll task to generate the normal amount of power based on how many rifts stays open. However, the Infernals are not constrained by this amount of power. They will overspend as necessary to evoke whatever the next card in the queue is. For example, may task for 3 power on turn 3 in order to evoke the level 6. When an Infernal Mage is spent equal to or more than their power, they'll have 0 left for the turn. Okay, so this guy taps to cast this 3 right here. Okay, this has trigger, lash 4. When I'm evoked, I attack for 4. Okay, so this guy is coming out, and then it attacks for 4. I don't have any rifts open, so I guess I'm not tripping, I guess. That's what it looks like to me, because I don't have any rifts open. So, seems like a dead thing that they did. Works for me. Okay, they're tapped out. They don't have any mojo generators. They don't have any energy generators. So to go to my turn. Okay, so I will draw 1. Draw 1. Draw 1 first before opening the rift, right? No, you open a rift first. Place 2 cards from the top of the deck on location 1. Okay, this would actually go here. There's 2 cards there. Draw a card. And then play a mage or begin a mage phase. You may play 1 mage per turn. You may play a mage to each of your locations. Get that mage a face-up dream counter. They don't get it yet until 3, 4, and 5. Alright, so here's my mage options. 3 of them. Just drew a spell. Alright, so I got Pequa. Gift, draw a card. That's if she's drawn from the... Oh man, I didn't check if I had a gift. You gotta check the card that you draw to see if you drew a gift. Man, I would run back the footage, but I don't feel like it. Oh man, this thing is getting extra hot too. But we're gonna keep on trucking though. Yeah, keep on trucking. Alright, gotta watch for those gifts. And you know what? We're just gonna say that we're gonna say the top deck was a gift, so we'll get the gift and draw a card. Sounds good to me. Alright, so we're gonna play. We'll play you out. So you're protecting this rift, these bonds. Okay, so now we've got one rift open. So we can cast a 1-drop, a 0-drop creature or spell. Okay, this guy ongoing. After I become tasked on your turn, I need a 0. I need 9 for this. Okay, well anyway, what was that thing? I can discard a mage to get okay, yeah, you get a rift, you get a dream counter too. Spend power equal to if a creature, if a relic. Discard a mage from your hand. This is assisting, or task one of your other mages to make extra power equal to the number of rifts you open for your mage. Okay, so wouldn't make sense to assist until turn 3. Okay, so I can cast a 0-drop right now, which I will do. Cast this guy for 0. Trigger lure. When I'm evoked, draw a card. Cast you right there. Draw a card. Got this. Okay, so now you're guarding. Then I think you just attack for 0. Pass the turn. They draw a card. First draw each turn is drawn face up and check for gifts. Okay, this does have a gift because it's a mage. So, dispel gift, what is that? Ruby gift, an opponent, cards, stop gift, stop guarding and can't guard to the next turn. Dispel gift. What is dispel? It sounds like just kill something. Yeah, you need more than just this page, really. Okay, dispel gift. It sounds like killing something. And you know what? We'll play it fair. We'll just get rid of this guy that's guarding. So this guy gets discarded. Right there. I think Alright, so this guy comes out. This goes to the hand, which is drawn face up, but this is next in the queue right there. The Infernals choose the order of their mage phases by taking the card back. Okay, they open another rift. Draw these two. Oh, they were actually supposed to draw the card. Actually supposed to open a rift first. This one. Then they draw the card. Does this have a gift? Yes, it has a gift. So it's a draw card gift. This guy's still alive. They get to draw another card. That one is face down. Okay, so this one, yeah. This one is drawn. That goes there in the queue. This one, they drew another card. Because that's a mage. Okay, then they open this rift. This guy's there. And what else? Okay, this guy untaps. Okay, now who activates first? The highest level. What? The Infernals choose the order of their mage phases by taking the card back on the top card of the main deck after the draw step. Each card back features 3 icons indicating the sequence of the mage phases. The large icon, the position of the mage going first, left, middle, or right. So right most goes first, that one. Okay, so this one would tap. Okay, action priorities. Below, when determining a mage's next action, after each action, start back at the beginning of the priorities list. If a card has unmet conditions, starts with if clause, skip over it for now. If the first card in the queue is face down, turn it face up. If the first card in the queue is level 0, the mage evokes it. Infernal mages in the queue are evoked as level 0 spells. Okay, so that's level 4. If the mage has power available, they evoke the first card. The earliest of the mage's creatures activates if available. A creature with an activability will perform if its conditions are met. Otherwise, it attacks if it would deal 1 or more damage to the earliest. If the earliest creature can't act, check the next. If no more actions can be taken, the mage phase ends. Alright, so you will tap. You've got 2 to spend, but you can overspend, so you'll cast this guy. Okay, this guy's a 4 cost, 4 level power, which means it deals 4 act flamiostasis. Once per turn, if the Infernals have at least 4 flame counters, I get 2 level plus 1 counters. If the Infernals have at least 8 flame counters, then I swing for 8. Okay, so you cast that. I'm sure that has summoning sickness. Okay, combat. Choose one of your untasked creatures, and they choose the enemy. If it's a creature, place it tapped. Okay, so that would have untapped. This one comes in tapped. I'll just go ahead and break that down. Creatures come in tapped. Alright, so that guy's did his thing. Go to the next mage. Spell, the Infernals get a flame counter. I attack for 3. During an Infernal Mage's phase, they'll perform actions according to the action priorities box. The first time they try to evoke a card that costs power, they'll task to generate the normal power. However, they overspend. Okay, if a card has unmade conditions, starts with an if clause, skip over it for now. The Infernals get a flame counter spell. If the first card in the queue is a level 0, the mage evokes it. If the mage has power available, they evoke the first card in their queue. The earliest of the mage's creatures activates, if possible. A creature with an act ability will perform its conditions if its conditions are met. Otherwise, if it attacks, if spell. Okay, attack targeting. I don't know about this guy with this spell right here. Infernal Blast, level 0. The Infernals get a flame counter. I attack for 3. The Infernals choose the order. Follow the same rules. However, the Infernals first draw each turn is drawn face up and check for gifts. Perform the gift if possible. During the play a mage or begin mage phase steps, the Infernals choose the order of the mage phases. Each card on the back features. During an Infernal Mage's phase, they'll perform actions according to the action priorities box. The first time they try to evoke a card, they get to overpay. When the Infernal Mage has spent equal to or more than its power, they'll have 0 left for the turn. The Infernals never assist. They have power left over. They'll continue evoking cards. Again, as each mage plays a creature, they don't rearrange their order over the course of the game. The relative earliness and lateness of the creatures in the game determines the order in which their creatures activate, do their act abilities. The Infernals cards that attack, the Infernals are subject to the rules of engagement. Alright, let's look for that spell thing. I'm trying to figure out if you do the spell or just try to attack or what. Yeah, Andrew, tell me, because I don't know. On the watch back, 1 hour in, but okay, you can tap for 2, so we're just gonna tap you for 2 because I don't know. Okay, action priorities. If a card has unmade conditions with an if, skip over it for now. Set the priority after each action, start back at the beginning. If the first card on the level is 0, Infernal Mages in the queue are evoked as level 0 spells. If the mage has power available, they evoke the first card in the queue. The earliest of the mage's creatures activates if able. A creature with an act ability will perform if its conditions are met. Otherwise, it attacks. If it attacks, no, I don't know. So we'll just try to cast this. Evoke this. Alright, this is another mage. We'll just add you into the queue. And you'll swing. Trigger last 4 when I'm evoked, but that's an ETB, so you'll just swing for 3. You basically knock out my guard right here. I just tap it like 45 degrees to show that it's guarding. You'll knock this out. No counter damage is dealt. Seeing as how this is a 0, so this will get discarded. Okay, their turn is over. All their guys are tapped. My go. I open up my second rift. I draw my card. See if it has a gift on it. Yep, got a gift. Salve gift. Task all cards controlled by the enemy mage with the most untasked cards. Yep, that's already a done dilly, so whatever. Okay, and then I'll play a mage to that rift. Kinda doesn't really matter which one I play, does it? I don't think so. Let's play you out. Give you a dream counter. They have a once per game. They can dream delve 3 cards or 3 pips or whatever. Okay, so I can choose which one that I go to first. I've got 2 energy I'm playing with. I can discard a mage from hand as to get 2 energy. So I've got 4 that I can play with so far. Or I can dream delve. Dream delve. Expend the mage's dream counter in order to reveal the top cards of your dream deck until you've revealed 3 pips or 3 cards, whichever comes first. The mage can evoke those cards this turn. At the end of the mage phase, basically that's if I got nothing else to spend the energy on or nothing better, then I can cast a dream card, which is probably cheaper and more static than a regular card. Okay, so I got 4 to play with basically this turn. So I can do my 1 drop and a 3 drop. Alright, a mage can pay 2 to evoke this card face down as a secret trap. When revealed in an attack, its mage evokes it for free. When I'm evoked as a trap, I become the new target of the attack. Okay, so I can pay 2 to get that one out, but it's kind of not worth it right now, so we'll save that for later. Trigger, create, okay, and that was a trigger, right? No, that was a trap, ongoing trap, and then trigger, ambush, okay. Trigger, creativity dream. When I'm evoked by a mage with the creativity focus, refresh my mage's dream counter. Creativity, what the crap is creativity? Creativity focus. What the crap is a creativity focus? I don't know. Okay, see life is probably the focus right there. Focus is number 6. Yeah, focus is that colored ovular bar. When I'm evoked by a mage with the creativity focus, neither of y'all have it, so we'll bypass you for now. And then we have the spell sprite, trigger synergy. After my mage evokes their first spell each turn, I gain a face down Vim from the top of my deck. Okay, so that's like shields or whatnot. Alright, so we'll cast you right here for 3. Tap you. We've got 2 open, so we got to discard a mage to get the 2 other. We've got 2 open, so that means we have 2 energy for the turn. We'll discard you to make 2 more. Okay, so now we got 4 we're playing with, 4 energy. We cast 3, and then we'll spend the 1 to make you guard. Trigger, glimpse of foresight. When I'm evoked by a mage with the foresight focus, neither of you had it. I'm not gonna even read it, but you can though. Okay, so you're guarding. I'll put you 45 degrees. And we will, all right, go to my next location. You can tap for 2 too, okay. All right, so you will tap for 2. I've got no 2 drops. A mage can pay 2 to evoke this face down as a secret. As a secret, it can be evoked for 3 less on a future turn. Exalt Cosmosis, set it aside face up. Ongoing Celestial. As any of your mages make power or assist while Cosmosis is exalted, they make one more. Alright, nice. Alright, so to spend that 2, I will go ahead and a mage may pay 2 to evoke this face down as a secret. As a secret, it can be evoked for 3 less on a future turn. Alright, so I can cast it for 3 in a future turn. That's cool. Alright, tapped out. My energy generators are tapped, so I will pass the turn. The ops turn. They will open up their 3rd rift. They'll draw a card. It has a gift, which is a bond gift. I mean, what's a bond gift? I don't know. But that one goes there. Okay, they got a bond gift. What is a bond gift? Yeah, like I say, this 2 pages of rules isn't quite enough, really. To the mage's gift. Bond gift, I don't know what that is at all, but I won't worry about it, whatever. And we're on turn 3 for them now. So they put this guy out. Untap everything. This kind of does stick out more with these punched out. Alright, so now we'll determine the order in which they do things by this top card. The middle guy will activate first, the left guy next, and then the right guy. So this guy goes. I don't know when the spells can pop off. Again, Andrew, let me know. They will tap to make 3. They'll try to cast this for 3, which is just 3, but they can overspend anyway. Alright, trigger Scavenge Fire after an attack from one of my mage's other cards. Dispel an enemy creature. Untap me. I get a level +1 counter, and the Infernals get 2 flame counters. Dispels an enemy creature. Alright, so this guy comes in tapped. This one, act Flamiotosis once per turn. If the Infernals have at least 4 flame counters, I get 2 level +1 counters. If the Infernals have at least 8 flame counters, I attack for 8. Alright, so basically this guy would swing as a 4 and swing into what? If the first card is level 0, if the mage has power available, the earliest, okay, attack. For the attack, break or bind if able. They got no straight, oh, they can break this, maybe. Attack the highest level creature that would be dispelled. Okay, they'll try to break the bind. Right here, oh. This guy would try to break the bind as a 4. Okay. Let me see. Break a bind if able. Attack with the highest level creature that would be dispelled. Attack the highest level creature that would be killed without killing the attacker if able. When another attack action would take place this mage phase. could perform the things one at a time, rechecking. Alright, so I got a trap right here. A mage can evoke this face down as a secret. As a secret, it can be evoked for 3 on a future turn. Exalt Cosmosis, set it up face down in exile. Celestial ongoing. As any of your mages makes power or assist while Cosmosis is exalted, they make 1 more. Alright, looks like that's not going to stop anything. So I think they just break the bond. I get the bond, I get to do what it is. Doesn't have a gift, so it just goes to my hand. Alright, that guy went, and then this pops off too. After an attack from one of my mage's other cards dispels an enemy creature. Oh, okay, no, that doesn't go off because you didn't kill a creature. You just hit a bond. Untap me, I get a level +1 counter. Get a +1/+1, and the Infernals get 2 flame counters. Alright, so that guy has done his thing. Now we go to the next guy. This guy. No. Yeah, left guy. So you tap. I don't know how these spells go, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. So you're gonna tap for, you got 3 rifts open, so you got a 3 to play with. You got a 3, you'll cast the 3. Same guy. Trigger lasts 4 when I'm evoked. I attack for 4. Okay, so you're basically gonna break a bond if able. Yep, they're gonna go for the open bond first. They attack the bond. I got no blockers. This one is guarding this location, I believe. Let me make sure. I'm sure that's how it goes. Yeah, I know that's how it goes. It has to go like that. So you try to hit this bond. And you basically, I got no blockers, so you hit this bond. I get a gift. Salve gift. Task all cards controlled by the enemy mage with the most sent task cards. Alright, so I get to tap 1 guy. Big whoop. Man, that order of operations sucks because this guy's going to come out. Well, they're going to be tapped anyway. Alright, so that one comes out. I get this gift. Draw this card into my hand. Okay, another mage. Alright, they're tapped out. This guy taps. Got 3 energy to cast stuff with. Okay, you got another one of these. And that one's basically in your hand. Alright, their turn is over. I've only got 4 of 6 bonds left. My turn. I'll open my 3rd rift. I will play mage to it. Both of these are sea life, so I'll just play either one of them. Qual, give you a dream counter. Draw a card for the turn. The card I drew has a gift. Dispel gift. Dispel the highest level enemy creature. So I get to murk the 4 power guy. I'll take that. Get you up out of here. First card they discarded. And untap. And proceed with my turn. Okay, got 3 rifts open. Each one of these guys taps for 3. So, okay, what's this? What is assist? Okay, discard a mage from your hand or task one of your other mages in order to make extra power equal to the number of rifts you open for your mage. Okay, so this is how I get to cast the big 9 drops and such. I might want to put the... No. First, I want to get this out. So I'll tap you. You'll make 9. You'll make 3. I'll cast this for 3. Ritual. A mage can pay 2 to evoke this face down as a secret. As a secret, it can be evoked for 3 less on a future turn. So it costs 3. And then Exalt Cosmosis. Set it aside face up. As any of your mages makes power or assist while Cosmosis is exalted, they make 1 more. Alright, so now you're a what they call these, you're the, it's been so long since I really played Magic, but you're one of these things that goes to the side. Okay, do my next location. I've got 3 to play with, but now you make 4, so just go ahead and put a dice right there. Alright, right, so now you're making 4, so tap you to make 4. Okay, so I gotta play a spell to give this a Vim to keep this alive. And once you know it, I don't have any spells that blows. You know what? I'm gonna make this one cast that. I'm making this one cast that. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, that one cast that. And this card is indeed a spell. So you get a Vim. After my mage evokes their first spell each turn, I gain a face down Vim from the top of your deck. So this protects this. If this were to get killed, then the Vim goes away. Or if this gets attacked, then it goes away. Either way, I forget. Okay, I still got this untapped. Okay, so I'm working with this one right now. When I'm evoked by a mage with foresight. Okay, so you're just a 1 power right here. I can make you guard. Yep. Alright, so I'm tapped out with her. I'll make you guard. You guard. Okay, I got 6 left. Well, 8 left. Task one of your other mages in play to make extra power equal to the number of rifts you open for your mage. Alright, so I have you assist. So you're making 4. And then I'll have you tap right there. So you're making 4. And that's 8. A mage can evoke this card face down as a secret. When revealed in an attack, if its mage evokes it, for free. Ambush, when I'm evoked as a trap, I become the new target of the attack. Okay, so mage can pay 2 to evoke this face down as a secret. So 2, I got 8, so I got 6 left. Plesiac evolve. What is Plesiac? I don't see Plesiac, but let's see if we see Plesiac. Don't see Plesiac. Yeah, don't see Plesiac. Don't know what that is. Alright, anyway, Cast 2 for 3 when I'm evoked by a mage with the creativity focus. Refresh my guy's dream counter. None of you have creativity, so go ahead and cast you. When I'm evoked, choose my Mage's Rift or an opposing Mage's Rift. You can look at the bonds on that rift for the rest of the game. When I'm evoked by a mage with a knowledge focus, choose both instead. None of you have knowledge. I'll just go ahead and cast you here too for 1. I'm sure I have 1 left over or something, but I'm tapped out. Okay. Oh yeah, you're tapped. You're tapped. You guys can attack though. I think to stop them, I'll go ahead and swing on that. So we'll trade, but I'll just get rid of the Vim right there, I guess. Man, I kind of want to stay with my Vim. You're guarding, so we're good. We're good. All right, so I kill it. The Vim goes away. And then I'll just have you. Oh. You can't guard if you attack. So I could have hit that thing, really. I don't know if they even went. I really don't remember. But alright, anyway, I'll just have you to guard. Yeah, I'll have you to guard. And then I'll pass turn. Turn 4. This one becomes active. They're not opening up any more rifts right now. So we skip that phase. These guys just ready. Oh, I didn't designate a guarder. I should have designated somebody to guard. Oh, they come in tapped, so they both came in tapped. Alright, Alright, so they'll draw 1 card. Not a mage, so they don't get a gift. This will just go in the queue. Who goes first? Left, right, middle. Left goes first. You'll tap. I don't know how those spells go, but you tap. You make 3 for 3 rifts. This is a mage. This is in your hand. Yep, this is a mage in your hand. Whatever. Put that back there in the queue. And then they got 3 costs. They'll just pay this for the 4-drop, the only mage. So you'll play this. This one comes in tapped. So now you got 2 3-drop swinging. They try to hit a bond first. I've got nobody guarding here, so they'll just swing on this bond. Blow, they get it. No gift right there, so I'll just add that to my hand. Pokemon prize card. This one also gets to swing. I got no guarders. This one is knocked out the frame too. I get a gift this time. Bond gifts. Your mage with the fewest binds gains 1 from the top of your deck. Unless you have the most bonds or a tie for the most bonds. So I actually get to gain a bond back. That's nice. Glad I got you. Alright, so my mage with the fewest bonds. My mage with the fewest bonds gains 1 from the top of my deck unless you have the most bonds or a tie for the most bonds. Alright, so obviously I'll put it right here with my garters. With creatures there, so I get another bond back. That was nice. Wish I could fill my deck up with mages like you. You're great. Dorsey. Alright, that guy's done. That location is done. This location will try to cast something for 3. They have no more creatures, so we'll look at this one. This one is also a mage. That's kind of lucky for me. So you got no creatures, you got a bunch of mages. Okay, so what happens in that case? Okay, if a card has unmet conditions, if the earliest mage's creatures activates, otherwise, if no action can be taken, the mage phase ends. Spells. Dream counters, dream tokens. If a mage's dream token is refreshed during their phase, action priorities. Check the priorities list of the determining a mage's next action. After each action, start back at the beginning. If a card has unmet conditions, if the first card in the queue is level 0, the mage evokes it. Infernal mages in the queue are evoked as level 0 spells. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, let me highlight that. If the first card in the queue is level 0, the mage evokes it. Infernal mages in the queue are evoked as level 0 spells. Okay, so the mages are spells, free spells, multi-use cards. That's important. Okay, so this one is a spell. Spell. The Infernals draw 2 cards. Nice. Okay, so you play this spell. You tap. You play this spell. You draw 2 cards. They're face down, I believe. Okay. Alright, so you did that. If the mage has power available, they avert the first card in their queue. Okay, the earliest of the mage's creatures activates if available with an act ability and will perform it if the conditions are met. You have no creatures. You spent no... You got 3 available. So you didn't spend anything, so you get to see if you have another. Okay, then you cast this. This is a spell. If any creatures are guarding, all enemy mages creatures stop guarding this turn. Yeah, it sounds reasonable. Alright, so this one, it stops guarding. Alright, you're done. You tap for 3. You cast this. This mage is a spell. Do all? Okay. Oh, okay, so only the Infernals have spells on their mages, not the regular players. They don't have spells on their mages. Alright, so Infernal Blast, level 0. The Infernals get a flame counter. I attack for 3. Okay, this is a spell that's attacking for 3. Okay, they get a flame counter. I don't have a red dice, but I'll use a yellow dice. So they got a flame counter. Alright, so this attacks for 3. You will hit. Alright, attacking, targeting, break a bond if able. I got no blockers. Break a bond if able. Attack the highest level creature. Break a bond. It didn't say which bond to break. So, hey, you know, I'll say it's this one. Hey, break a bond if able. I got no blockers. Break this bond. This has no gifts, but this goes to my hand. Alright, that guy's tapped out. It looks like everybody's tapped out. I'll take it, I guess. Alright, they're tapped out. They did a lot of damage, so I guess they're tapped out. Alright, my goal. Man, did all their stuff untap? I guess so. They did a lot of damage. Alright, okay, so my turn. I got no rifts to open. Never gave you the dream counter or it fell off. I'll untap. Why is this here? I'm sure this isn't supposed to be here. Maybe this. It's kind of messy trying to keep up with everything, but it is what it is. Okay. You over here. You ready? You ready? Are you ready? Draw a card for turn. Not amazed, don't get a gift. I can cast my 9-drop though. Okay, I got a spell. Where's Plesiac at, man? I'm looking for Plesiac. I don't see it. Maybe Plesiac is in here. I'm trying to see how to do this Plesiac evolve. I don't know. Okay, so my options now are I want to cast a spell right here so that I can get a Vim right there on his spell sprite. So that's what I'll do. Alright, after you draw triggering mysteries. Trigger mysteries. After you draw a card from another non-gift effect or ability, put a level +1 counter on any of my mage's creatures. After another non-gift effect or ability puts a level +1 counter on one or more of my mage's creatures, draw a card. I don't see anything like that though. But we just want to do it to get the Vim though. After I become tasked on your turn, untask me. A mage can pay 2 to invoke this card face down as a secret. As a secret, it can be evoked for 3 less on the next turn. Yeah, let's just go ahead and throw. Ugh, man, 3. Okay, we got 2. Okay, but I can discard mages to make more. To make 3 more. Now, so you know what? We're gonna tap you for 3. For 4. We're gonna tap you. you're assisting, we're gonna tap you for 4. We're trying to protect this. You for 4, which brings me to 8. Plesiac Evolve. What the crap is Plesiac Evolve mean? I don't know. Alright, so 8. Cast you with the 9. We need to pay discard you to make 3 more. We got 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 2 floating over here. 2 floating. We'll go ahead and cast you 2. Paranoia. Trap. A mage can pay 2 to evoke this face down as a secret. When revealed in an attack, then its mage evokes for free. So go ahead and cast you 2. Oh, that might be like a something face down. I really don't know. Maybe tap it when you play it face down. But anyway, it is a bind right now, so we're not gonna even trip. That's a bind right now. All right, and okay. So what do? Okay, trigger Mage Hunter. After I become tasked on your turn, untask me. You come in tasked, so I'm gonna untask you. This ability triggers no more times each turn than the number of mages in an engaged mage's discard pile. All right, you got 2 mages in the discard pile, if you ask me, so you can untap twice. After I become tasked on your turn, untask me. They come in tasked. Hey, whatever makes me win. So let me swing right here for 9. Swing on the 4 cost. Swing on the 4. You got 5 damage on you now. Kill it. Once per turn, if the Infernals have 4 flame counters, you got 1. Alright, so okay, like if I'm reading this right, after I become tasked on your turn, untask me. This ability triggers no more times each turn than the number of mages in an engaged mage's discard pile. So I can untap this another time because I have 2 mages in the discard. Then I'm gonna just go ahead and swing on this for 3. Kill it. I've got 7 damage on me now. 2 damage is keeping me alive. You're still tapped now because I've only got 2 mages in the discard pile. I guess so. Then while we're at it, let's swing. Let's swing there. Pop that. They get a gift, ruby gift. What the crap is a ruby gift? I don't know. I've got no idea. Yeah, I got a guy that's right here that can block, so all right. Looks like I've turned the tide, I guess. So I'll swing on that 3 drop and we can knock each other out. All right, that location is done. I will tap you for 3 4. Tap you for 4. Yep, I'll just cast you. After you draw a card from another, trigger mysteries. After you draw a card from another non-gift effect or ability. Okay, just basically casting you to get the Vim. After my mage evokes the first spell each turn, I gain a face down Vim from the top of your deck. Oh, that's a relic. That's not a spell. Alright, so put that back. Okay, that's a relic. Alright, screw that relic then. Alright, I'll just go ahead and... A mage can pay 2 to evoke this face down as a secret. As a secret, it can be evoked for 3 less on a future turn. I could just spend a mage to cast it right now. Which is what I think I'll do. Yeah, just waste this mage. Cast this right now for 6. And hey, you got nothing out, your guys are gonna come in tapped. So if you ask me, I'll just bow. Kill that. That goes to your hand. Then I'll hit that. This goes to your hand. Alright, I'm tapped out. Their turn. Round 5. This one flips over. They draw a card. Man, which one is their deck and which one is their... Okay, this is the main deck. Yeah. Alright, they got this in hand now. They untap. They will... Okay, who goes first? Right lane goes first. You'll tap. You got 3 energy. You will cast... If the first card in the queue is a level 0, the mage evokes it. Infernal mages in the queue are evoked as level 0 spells. Alright, so you cast the first card. It's a spell. The Infernals draw 2 cards. Okay. Slide the queue down. Draw 2. Okay, that is the other thing. This is the deck. Discard. They drew 2. Now they got 3 to play with, so they'll cast a 3-drop. If the mage has power available, they evoke the first card in their queue. The earliest of the mage's creatures activates. I think they keep playing until they spend the whole 3, I think. If any enemy creatures are guarding, they'll probably play this. Fire Hatchling, when I'm evoked, for every 2 flame counters the Infernals have, I get a level +1. Okay, good thing they don't have any, so... Well, I mean, they got 1, but they don't have any pair. So that comes out, expend their 3. This one is tapped. This one readies. Well, no, it's turn 5. Okay. This one taps for 3. Play this. The Infernals get a flame counter. They have 2 now. And then I attack for 3. And then who do you attack? Break a bind, defable. Man, I didn't put any guarders out too. I forgot about that. This card is a spell that attacks. Alright, so you pop 1. You know, I mean, if you ask me, you attack this one. This is guarding. Forget, this one is guarding. Well, it's not guarding. but a mage can play 2 when revealed in an attack. Well, which that is an attack. This mage evokes me for free, and when I'm evoked as a trap, I become the new target of the attack. Okay, so you attack for 3, you knock this out. I guess, cool. Alright, that one's tapped out. This one taps for 3. They don't assist. They don't do that tricky stuff to get out 9 drops. So you get this one free. Spell, you do a spell for free. The Infernals get a flame counter, bringing them up to 3, and then this attacks for 3. Same guy. Do I have another thing that's face down? And I think this is I don't know if that's a Vim or... No, it's not a Vim. That's actually the bond. I got no other blockers. Okay, so you hit one. I guess I say you hit this one. I get a gift. Your mage with the fewest bonds gains 1 from the top of your deck unless you have the most bonds. Okay, I got 2 bonds. They have 3. Lucky me. Okay, my mage with the fewest bonds. Okay, so you get discarded. You get a bond. Nice. All right, so you got a bond. Fuchsia did that. Nice. Alright, so now I'm back to 3 bonds. They got 3 bonds. I got the board advantage, definitely. And it's all good. Alright, they're tapped out. They're done. Well, they play that free thing. They still have 3 to cast stuff with right here. They'll play this. Or they play this. So 1 drop, then they'll still have more left. Okay. Okay, when I join, flame up when I join, and after my mage plays a fire card, the Infernals get a flame counter. Ongoing, I get level +1 for each flame counter the Infernals have. Ongoing Infernal. When I join, and after my mage plays a fire card, the Infernals get a flame counter. Alright, so you're casted, you still have 2 more left. You cast this, or actually you will probably cast this. When I'm attacking, I deal damage as though I'm level 4, +4. Alright, so you cast that too. And then this one. When I join, and after my mage plays a fire card, the Internals get a flame counter. So now you're on 4. Ongoing, I get level +1 for each flame counter the Infernals have. Okay, now you play this one for 3, for 2, well, for 3, but you can only have 1, but you play this. If any enemy creatures are guarding all enemy... Okay, so this one goes away when I join, and after my mage plays a fire card, the Infernals get a flame counter. So now they have 5 flame counters. Alright, they're tapped out. My go. I draw a card. No mage. I ready everything up of mine. Yeah, it's tapped too. Okay, if my mage makes power, they make 1 more. I'll just play you. Tap you. Make 4. Got 2 right there. Yeah, I think I can pretty much win right here because there's no counterplay. They don't have any blockers, so I just swing for 3 things. I'll just, oh yeah, you come in tapped. Alright, tap you for 4. After my mage evokes their first spell each turn, I gain a face down Vim, so play this oh, that's not a spell. Alright, just play this relic anyway. I got that relic, whatever that means. Swing right here, 3. Right there. And you know what? I'll swing the 1 first. Swing the 1. Okay, that goes to their hand. And now the mage. Swing this 3 right here. Right here. Okay, now the mage, that goes to hand. And then I'll swing this 9. Swing the 9. Now the mage. And then I think that's the game, my friends. They don't have any more bonds left on their locations. That's the end game. I'm sure I made several mistakes. Definitely when I was beginning, when I didn't add those mages as spells. But, and you know, first game, seemed cool. I liked it. Sure I did stuff wrong, but came out alright. Alright, it's about 2 hours. And like I say, go to Andrew Runiverse's channel. He can show you how to play this way better than me. That's been the Infernals solo mode of Runiverse. All your games, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.